I'm Tom Freyberg, Content Director for Aquatech here in Shanghai for Aquatech China. I'm pleased to say I'm joined by Tsune Katsura, who is the Chairman of Hydranautic. Thank you for joining me, Katsura-san.
Oh, thank you for inviting me.
Thank you. So, as a chairman of one of the world's biggest membrane companies, I want to kind of touch on a few things with you in this discussion. But recently I heard that there's a bit of a gap between the supply and the demand of new desalination projects coming up, particularly in the Middle East, and the ability of membrane companies to meet those projects. Perhaps to get started, you can comment a little bit on this and where you see from the market you may be having to increase production.
Yeah, desalination remains to be a very important market for us, but when competition is too tight in a big project, we rather migrate toward the rather high value market, such as water reuse in energy and environmental area.
Okay. So water reuse we'll go on to shortly as well. But before the interview, we're talking about material science and the improvement of membranes itself. But you're saying really for your business, it's the application that then develops the market and material science plays into that.
Yes, it is. Nitto's core strength, which is a $7 billion company, is polymer material science. However, we've been growing over the past 100 years based on applying our technology to specific needs of the market. Therefore, we don't start from material science, but we start from application. Finding out the good application where we can contribute to the society in water reuse, then we start to look at the different materials. That's the order of the innovation for Nitto.
Okay, so material science improvements are one part of the overall development, but where do you see in the membrane space there being room for improvement? Because we've seen recent discussions about the 50 cent and below per cubic meter desalination projects and discussions from GWI. But do you think there's room to squeeze from the flux, the energy improvements within the membrane, the fouling resistance? Where's the key sort of areas where you think there will be development in the next 5 years?
Sure. Again, desalination remains important market for us. However, when you recycle like municipal wastewater into potable water, energy consumption can be at least 1/3 compared to seawater desalination. There, like you said, the anti-fouling technology is so important, and we have a good reference in Singapore as well as Orange County in Southern California. That is the future we are looking at.
And finally, Tsune, you mentioned about the competition. You're one of the largest membrane companies, as I mentioned. So how do you view some of the new claims from companies perhaps using or in the early stages of using like new materials such as graphene, or even more established materials such as ceramics for industrial that are now coming over for municipal, that are kind of with big claims over the OPEX savings over the lifetime and the durability of the membranes? Where do you kind of see these different, over the years, the claims from the competition and where you're going to continue to position the business?
Yeah, Nitto does have the graphene technology. However, like I said, anybody who would start from material science would lose the game. I would say anybody who would start from touching the market, developing application, then apply the new material, those are the winners.
So designing with the challenge first, not the product first, is what you're saying?
Exactly.
Tsune Katsura, thank you very much for your time and your expertise. Wish you the best of luck continuing with the business globally, and it's an exciting time for some of the big desalination projects picking back up. So yeah, wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.